hope I'm in frame. Hey, what's up? I'm JJ Miranda, and if you've been following me on Instagram, then you would know that I was talking about expanding and stuff like that. And I've been thinking about doing stuff on YouTube. You know, nothing that I necessarily thought that I would do, but I feel like it's necessary. A little bit about myself. I'm really into producing, but I don't have any tools, so I saw like a little bit of a challenge that I wanted to do, and I kind of wanted to like document my whole progress of like getting better and better and better at producing, because eventually I want to end up studying that in college by the time I'm there. But yeah, so the challenge is that I only have my iPhone and a few like instruments and stuff like that for to make songs, and I don't even have like fancy samples in that. Like all that I'm using here is like stock from the app. But yeah, I just wanted to see what we want to do, and I really want to show like I want to share some interaction with you guys. So like eventually I should start like putting up like polls of like, oh, what type of beat and stuff like that. So essentially, you know, I want to start making beats according to like what type of like mood, vibe, if you will. You guys decide on whatever I post on my Instagram or whatever other social media. I started working on this beat or just like song last night, trying to prepare for this. So we're making everything from scratch. So everything you hear from me is just like really it's like all from scratch. Like I'm making it. There's no like sample or anything. I'm literally trying to do a playthrough here. So this is what I got so far. I don't play bass like that. Well, yeah, that's not even a real bass for the ones that didn't notice. But I've been trying to like equalize it for it to like sound as real as I can. But like I can't even play like that. Like I literally started just playing two keys. I guess like something like literally like this. But it was muted, so I was just like playing to the beat, and then I kind of drew it all in MIDI. We can record the hi-hats. A little bit more about me. Always been into music. I started with, well, I've been trying to like get into instruments my whole life, and then I finally settled with guitar. And then by the time that I moved over here, I'm from Puerto Rico, but like by the time I moved over here to Florida, I got to spend more time with my uncle that lives here, and just my luck, he's a music teacher. So I started like taking advantage of like the instruments that he has, and getting into more stuff. And then I started like discovering production, because personally I'm like a rock guy. I like rock. I'm such a sucker for any distorted guitar. But it was kind of like, I guess whenever I would hear like a trap beat or a hip hop thing from here, which is pretty heavy here in Florida. Not only in Florida, there's a whole different thing in Puerto Rico, but here in Florida it's a little bit more trappy, more hip hop. And I noticed myself not liking it, but something would caught my ear, just like the way it sounded. There was always something that I would like it, such as you know how a lot of people say like the cliche thing, oh, I don't like the song, but the beat is pretty good. So I kind of found myself in that situation, and I just wanted to see what was the thing that was like getting to me. And then later, you know, one thing went to another, and I fell into the rabbit hole of like looking into production, and I started learning how to like record for rock music. But then I fell in love with how tight hip hop producing is, and how cool sampling, making beats, and stuff like this actually is. Like, it takes a lot of patience and talent, and I kind of want to get myself into it, and now I'm here with you guys. What is it that you would like to see here? Any ideas, please hit me up by any means. I appreciate every sort of comments and stuff like that. Even hatred, I actually like that, because I hate being in a room full of like yes men and be like, oh, you have such a bright future and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, like, everybody needs some motivation like that, but sometimes you gotta get a reality check and see what are your weaknesses to, get better. Alright. So I'm gonna show y'all a little trick. Get ready. So this is how I did the bass line, but now I gotta do it for a keyboard thing. So the trick pretty much is you hear this stuff. So I got my little sound here, which I think I'm gonna change. I'm not gonna stick with this one, but I just hit the mute button. Can't hear it no more. Then I just hit record. Trust me, it works. It works. It works. I mean, but essentially, it pretty much sounds like. Sound that bad, but okay. So I'm gonna just work with the MIDI painting, and then I'll just try to see and get back at you guys to see how it sounds.